So let's summarize what we've learned about descriptive statistics. When we look at numeric data, we want to describe the shape, and three parts of that would be describing the center of our data, describing the spread, and describing our outliers. Depending on whether our data is symmetric or skewed, we would want to use different measures of center, spread, and different outlier calculations. So for symmetric data, for the measure of center, we use the mean. For the measure of spread, we use the standard deviation. Remember, in order to calculate the standard deviation, we first calculate the mean, then calculate the distance. We square it, we add it up, and we divide by n-1. So you can see that you actually need the mean in order to calculate the standard deviation. In order to determine an outlier, we're going to use z-scores. Again, we're using both the mean and the standard deviation to calculate a z-score. Most of the times we will consider something that's more than 2 standard deviations away from the mean as an outlier or an unusual value. Sometimes we will look at more than 3 standard deviations away from the mean. For our skewed data, our measure of center is the median because it is not affected by outliers. The measure of spread is the IQR. Again, for calculating the IQR, you're going to first have to find the median and then find the midpoint again by finding Q1 and Q3. When we're looking at outliers, we generally use the 1.5 IQR rule in order to identify our outliers, and we can see those on a modified box plot. All right, let's have a little more discussion on outliers. When we look at our data, we want to make sure that our data values, our outliers, are not a measurement mistake. That's the first thing we look at. Like when I send out the classroom survey and someone says they're 6 inches tall, I go back and say, I don't think that is correct. They probably thought 6 feet, and therefore I either change it or I discard the value. Right? So things you want to look at, is there a large gap between the outlier and the rest of the data? Is the outlier a value at the end of a stretched out tail? And the last one is, could the outlier be an error or, maybe just a misunderstanding over here? So here are things you should not do. You should not just leave the outlier in place without a comment and proceed as if nothing happened. You should also not just drop the outlier without a comment just because it is unusual. So if you decide to remove the outlier because you think it is a mistake, you definitely want to mention why you're doing so. And here's an example why. In 1985, 3 researchers were puzzled by some data gathered by British Antarctic survey showing the ozone levels for Antarctica had dropped 10% below normal January levels. So what was going on? Well, they looked into it and they saw that the computer in fact had recorded low levels like that before. However, a computer program automatically discarded the outliers, and therefore the damage to our atmosphere caused by CFCs went undetected and untreated for up to 9 years because outliers were discarded. So you can see that this had a pretty devastating effect. So definitely don't just discard the outlier. Make sure you look at it closely.